Hi, I'm Wrenna Watson. I'm a candidate for judge of the Court of Common Pleas. I'm a lifelong resident of Allegheny County, Pittsburgh, for many generations. Currently, I live with my 98-year-old dad. He's the Honorable J. Warren Watson. My mom passed away 3 years ago. My dad says, "Whoa, what's going to happen to me?" I said, "Nothing's going to happen to you, Dad. I got you." And I've been staying there every night since she was in the hospital and passed. I didn't want him to be alone. And he wasn't used to being alone. He had been with her for 45 years. And I raised my daughter as a single mom, and I'm so proud to say that she's 36 and she's doing very well on her own. Now, I was born in Homewood. I was raised in the Hill. I graduated from Shenley. And my dad's a bulldog. He graduated at Westinghouse High School. I graduated, and all of my siblings and my daughter, and my nieces and nephews, we all graduated from Shenley. And I also lived over in Manchester for 12 years as an adult. In fact, while I was raising my daughter. And then I bought a home when she was 10, back in the Hill District. Now, when I graduated high school, in fact, let's go back to when Martin Luther King passed, when he was assassinated. We lived in the Hill. My dad drove myself and my brother around the Hill, and we got to see all the ravaged, the burned businesses and buildings and the debris. It was horrible. And Martin Luther King's assassination was, of course, horrible, a devastation to our entire community. And my dad told me then, he said, "Wrenna, you're intelligent. It's going to be your responsibility to look out for your community. It's going to be your responsibility to uplift your community, to take care of people." And I believe in that moment, I was born to be a social service worker, a public servant, someone who cared, someone who served. And from Shenley, I thought that I wanted to go to a school where I could figure out, what's my role? How can I uplift my community? And so I decided to go to Howard University in Washington, D.C. Not only was it a black school, but also it's in a black community. And that was my role, that was my reason for going there. And I loved Howard. I learned a lot of things there. I learned what it's like to be a black person in a white world. I learned about black excellence there. And I love going back because you feel the excellence when you're there. So I came back to Pittsburgh. I'm here. I believe that it's my job to uplift my community. In high school also, I had friends that didn't know anything about the law. And, some people would get in trouble, and I kind of knew what most of our rights were, or some of them anyway, more than most people did. And I got a chance to share that. And that's when I realized that I wanted to be a lawyer, because I wanted to help people. I wanted to help them with things that they didn't know about. And so I went back to law school and became a lawyer. And so that's what I'm here to do. And I've done a lot of work helping. In fact, I help people every day. And people send me clients that need help, that are getting raked over the coals in the system and don't have any money. And people that don't understand. And that's what I do. I help people every day. And that's what I love doing. And so I'm here. I'm doing this not just for me, I'm doing this for our community, because we need diversity on the bench. We've needed it for a very long period of time. I have a lot of experience in the minor judiciary, and it qualifies me to sit on this bench. I could sit the bench tomorrow, and with your help, I will. Thank you. God bless you. I need your vote. I'm a 29-year practicing attorney. I've represented thousands of children, families, persons in the community, and business owners. Some persons like yourselves. I've represented people in every division of the court. In 26 of my 29 years, I've sat as a judge in the minor judiciary. I sat as judge of the Pittsburgh Magistrates Court. I heard over 22,000 cases there. In total, over my 26 years, I've heard over 50,000 cases. At Magistrates Court, I heard criminal cases, child sex assault, traffic court, domestic violence court, housing court, dog court, I did arraignments, I issued warrants, and I set bail. I also have been a Pennsylvania Liquor Control Board hearing examiner for Western Pennsylvania and Erie. I chaired the Planning Commission and the Zoning Board for the City of Pittsburgh for 8 years. And for 26 years, and this may be the most important, I am a mental health hearing officer. Mental health is a major issue in all of our community, and I travel around to the hospitals and conduct hearings there. So those are the things that I believe qualify me in terms of my experience. I think the other things that are important that will make me a good judge is that I'm fair, I listen to both sides of the case before I make a decision, and it's very important that I treat people with respect, everybody. Those are the things that qualify me to be a judge of the Court of Common Pleas. I can sit the bench tomorrow. When I was in law school, my classmates used to tell me all the time, "Wrenna, you should be a judge." And I said, no, my dad's a judge, my brother's a judge. I just want to be an attorney. I just want to help people. And then my first job outside of working in the courts, because I was a probation officer, a law clerk, a tip staff, and then my first job as an attorney outside of working in the court was at the Housing Authority. And at the Housing Authority, in addition to being an assistant general counsel and handling all of the day-to-day problems at the Housing Authority, I was given the responsibility to sit as the Section 8 grievance hearing officer. I didn't ask for that, but I enjoyed it, and I did a good job. And then after I left that position, I was offered the position that I am as a mental health hearing officer. And that I've been doing for 26 years. Again, I liked it, and I do a good job. I liked it so much that when a position became available on the Pittsburgh Magistrates Court, I sought that position, and I got it. And one day, sitting on that bench with 300 people in the courtroom on a Friday, what we affectionately called Friday afternoon zoo in city court, I was sitting there, and you know that the attorneys want to pull the wool over your eyes. You have a 300 people waiting to hear, waiting for their trial, and it's a very it's a busy afternoon. And I sat there, and a light bulb went off, and I said, "Wow, I love my job, and I'm good at it." So I don't think that the desire was born in me as a child to want to be a judge, but out of my experiences and the realization that I'm good, that's what makes me want to be a judge. Also, because we need it. We need diversity on the bench. We need people that are going to be fair and give equal treatment. And I've been doing that for 26 years. That's why I want to be a judge. Thank you. So one of the hot topics now is equal treatment, and it's really not new. The need for it is not new. I have exhibited equal treatment in my courtroom. I do it every day for 26 years. And as a Pittsburgh magistrate, I had a case come before me. The gentleman came before me. He had a great big bag of marijuana, bigger than a gallon-sized baggie, and it was loosely packed. That is a charge of possession, and possession with the intent to deliver. When I called the case, the district attorney came before me, and the defense attorney, and they worked out a deal. The deal was that the DA would throw out the possession with the intent to deliver, which is the most serious of the charges, and they would waive the possession charge to court. It's a great deal, and I signed off on it. And a couple months later, the exact same case came before me again, only this time, and the other guy was kind of a hippie looking guy. This time the case was exactly the same case, but it was a young black male and a black defense attorney, but the attorney part didn't really matter. And when the case came when I called it, and I'm waiting to hear the deal, the same deal that they gave, a month or so ago, but there was none. And so I looked at the district attorney, and I said, "Well, Mr. District Attorney, You might not be too happy with what I'm getting ready to do, but I'm going to do what you did in the last case, because it's the same case. And that's the only way to be equal and fair. And I threw out the possession with the intent to deliver and allowed them to waive the possession case to court. And so I bring equal treatment. I've been doing it for 26 years. Also, I had a case come before me where the vice cops, not the vice cops, but the narcs, had been sitting on a house for some period of time watching a lot of traffic. They felt that it was a house that was trafficking drugs. And so the day that they come to court, based on the day that they went into the home, they show up with 6 bags of marijuana, small bags, little bags. This was under 30 grams of marijuana. Now, the under 30 gram law was new, and we got 6 bags, it's bagged up. It was charged with possession with the intent to deliver. And I looked at the narcs, who I knew because they were in front of me on a regular basis, and I said, hey, I am so sorry. I know you all spent a lot of time, a lot of resources sitting on this house, but unfortunately, the day you went in there, all you got was under 30 grams of marijuana. And yeah, it was bagged, but it's still under 30 grams of marijuana. And this also was a black man. And that's what I did with the case. I took it down to a disorderly conduct for under 30 grams of marijuana, which was my standard charge for that case. Charged them $50 fine and said, bye, see ya. And that's how we did that, because that's what's fair, that's what's right, and that's what's equitable. I exhibit that and have been doing that for 26 years. It's not new to me. Thank you. The people of Allegheny County should vote for me because I am also an Allegheny County resident. I think it's important to have someone sit on that bench that has experience. I have a multitude of experience. I think it's also important to sit on the bench with life experience, to understand people's circumstances. I have life experience. I've helped people with a multitude of problems and circumstances, and I've lived through many of them myself. Also, I think that you want to have certain qualities: good judicial temperament, the ability to be fair, to be able to be impartial, to be able to decide a case, even one that maybe you may have some feelings about a particular issue, but you can set those aside and still decide the case fairly. And I come with all of those qualities. I am well qualified. I have a lot of life experience, as well as have helped other people with their life experiences. And I'm fair, and I treat people with respect. Now, the important thing also is that I've exhibited those qualities. They are not new to me. So I come as a package, ready to take the bench, ready to be fair, and bring diversity. Thank you.
Thanks for watching the video. Make sure you hit the like button and subscribe to the channel so I can bring you more videos on subjects like this and many other topics. Please leave any comments in the comment section. Any questions or comments, I'll get back to them as soon as I possibly can. Thanks a lot for watching. Hope you have a great day, and I'll see you in the next video.